The lovely photographs you see are almost never the pure images as they came from the camera. Today I'm going to pull back the curtain of my processing sequence. I start in Lightroom because my files are not full images yet, and Lightroom lets me change things while still preserving the original file itself. This flower was lit by some lighting for another display, and I really don't like that bright green. I'm trying to tone that down without losing the pretty pink. And you could see me making some subtle changes to the image. And now that I have colors I can live with, I'm going to export it as a JPEG. For this illustration, I'm not following my typical folder structure, but I usually export the image to one folder that will contain all the image versions all through the process. And here is my exported JPEG file. And now I'm going to use Photoshop to crop it because I find it easier to see the balance of the image in Photoshop. And after all that effort to get the green right, I actually decided to just crop most of it out. And I pull the image around until I like the way it looks. And then I save it with a title that identifies it as the cropped version. Now I'm going to refine it because taking low light pictures brings in a lot of grain called noise, and I'm going to get rid of that, upscale the file, and see what sharpening does. And for this I use Topaz Photo AI, and that is my beautiful granddaughter's lovely big blue eyes. And as you watch the process, you can see the improvement happening. See how much softer those petals look? In order for my photo to look good on a very large canvas, I can push it up to a 9000 by 6000 resolution without losing good quality. And I'll make an adjustment again. Look how beautiful that flower is when the enhancement takes place. When I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing, I will hit export. Look at the comparison between the two, the before and after. And Topaz will append some information to the file that it creates, so I don't have to worry about renaming it. This process used to take 20 minutes on my old computer, and I bought a computer with a better graphics card, so it takes about 1.5 minutes now. And now I can close the window. And let's take a look at that exported image. We're going to zoom way in on it. And it's even zoomed in. It is a beautiful image. Now I'm going to use a web-based mockup generator to create image files and displays of different sizes, and it will also include the individual print files that I would send to a printer for multi-panel pieces. I will also create a video that will cycle through some room mockups. You just kind of have to gain some experience to know how large a file or how small a file will work, because they're making changes to this tool all the time. And it shows me options. Just scroll all the way through them, make any little adjustments that you want to make. Sometimes I prefer to move something up and down, especially with the multi-panels. The tool doesn't always put it where I want it. And when you like it, hit confirm. And after a minute or so, it opens to this page. And all you have to do here is just scroll down and select submit. The tool will automatically download zip files of diagrams and room mockups, and one folder of the multi-panel print files that I would send each file to the printer for a separate panel. And now it leads me into a group of mockups to select 6 for a short video. I can only use 6, and the window doesn't roll up to drag an image to the top, which is frustrating, but it's still so much better than having to do all of this work manually. And when you have the order that you want them in, you just hit confirm. And it downloads a zip folder with the video. And there it is. And those are the 3 download files. And here is the video. It just cycles through the images that I selected. So look for this image to be posted soon to my website. The link for my website is in my bio.